In this video, I'm going to show you how to instantly relieve pain from varicose veins. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. So the cause of varicose veins is when vein walls become damaged or weak, which allows blood to start pooling, increasing pressure in the legs, leading to discomfort and pain. These exercises are going to focus on improving circulation and reducing blood pooling and hopefully give instant pain relief. A note about these exercises, each one works just a little bit differently. My best advice, go through them all, use what gives you the most relief. With that being said, let's get started. With this exercise, we're going to start lying flat on our back with our legs and feet elevated above the heart. This is really important because what it's going to do is bring blood flow back towards the heart and reduce blood pooling in the legs. So to get into position, you can start lying flat on your back in bed or on a floor with pillows underneath your legs. You can also go to the edge of a couch or use the edge of a chair. It all works. So what I'm going to do first is just allow my whole body to relax, including my legs right here. My legs are also going to be roughly about hip width apart. I'm going to start off by doing what are known as gas pedals. So imagine pressing your foot into a gas pedal. What you want to do is press into it as much as you can, point your toes away from you until you feel a very gentle activation into the foot going into the calves. Hold this for a second or two, and then you're going to go in reverse, bringing your toes all the way back towards you. You should really feel this one in the calves. Again, hold this for a second or two, and then repeat this over and over again for about 10 to 15 repetitions. And with each repetition, try to build into it just a little bit more. And if it feels good with all of these movements too, you can throw in as many repetitions as you like. Challenge yourself. So the next movement is known as a windshield wiper. So imagine a windshield wiper going side to side. We're going to do the same thing with our feet, going from left to right, just over and over again for 10 to 15 times. This one usually feels really, really good. And when I do it, I really focus on moving through my ankles until I feel a really good activation, pretty much from my ankles all the way to the back of my knee. So once we're done with that one, what we're going to do are ankle circles. So what you want to do is just do big wide circles with your feet moving through your ankles. You should really feel the calves fire on this one too. Doesn't matter what direction you start off with. I would start off maybe going counterclockwise, do this about 10 times, and then switch it up and repeat in the other direction. So now let's move on to some more challenging exercises that are going to focus a little bit more on our thighs going into our hips. So this one is called a leg lift, and it's one of the best exercises that you can do to not only strengthen muscles but bring blood flow back towards the heart. So you're going to straighten one leg, keep your knee straight, and then you're just going to pull your hands off to your side for support and then slowly lift your foot upward towards the ceiling as much as you can. The more that you go up, the more that you're going to feel muscles in the legs start to fire, so only go to your comfort level. Once you feel a really good activation of the muscles in the leg and the core right here, you're going to hold this for 5 seconds, you're going to relax, and then you're going to repeat this on the other side. Do this nice and slowly for about 10 repetitions on both sides. But with this one, since it is a very good strengthening exercise, I would recommend trying to do this for another set or two. The more that we can strengthen these muscles, it's always a good thing. So the last one is known as the bicycle kick. It's probably going to be the most challenging but the most rewarding, and it's kind of fun to do. So for this one, what I'm going to do is take my hands, put them off to my side, and then bend my knees roughly at about 90 degrees. Imagine just pedaling a bicycle. What you're going to do is just build into this nice and slowly. Really focus on engaging the muscles throughout the legs, but also into the hips. You want to do this for about 5 to 10 seconds, but if you have the energy, try to do it for longer, 15 seconds, even 30 seconds. When you need a breather, just rest your legs down like this. But I would try to do this for about 3 to 5 sets. And again, challenge yourself as much as you can. But go through all of these movements. If you feel like one is really helping you out a little bit more, at that point, throw more repetitions in. Here's another really good exercise that can quickly relieve symptoms caused by varicose veins. It's called the wall slider. We're going to go next to a smooth wall or a door. Just lie flat on your back like this. So we want to elevate our feet and legs again. So just have your knees roughly bent at 90 degrees, gently press your heels into the door. My legs are also roughly hip width apart. The first movement, very straightforward. We're going to take our hands, put them off to our side for support. What you want to do, gently press your heels into the door and then slide your feet upward towards the ceiling as much as you can. Focus on lifting them up as much as you can. I know a lot of people are going to have tightness in their legs, especially with the hamstrings, and they won't be able to straighten their knee. If that's the case, go up as far as you feel comfortable. You can also make this a little bit easier by just doing it one leg at a time. That way you can really concentrate on one side at a time. But go up as far as you're able to go. In this position, what's going to happen is gravity is going to start to improve blood flow towards the heart, reduce that blood pooling in the legs, reduce pressure, and hopefully give you a lot of pain relief. I would recommend holding this for an extended period of time, minimum 20 to 30 seconds. I would recommend holding it for even longer, a minute or two, even up to 3 minutes at a time, because the longer you hold it, the more blood flow is going to come down. So grab a book, grab your phone, take your mind off of it, and just relax. When you need a breather, just bring your legs back down like this. I would try to do this for a couple repetitions or for at least 3 to 5 minutes combined. And if you want to take this one to the next level, what you can do is instead of sliding up, do a heel walk. This is a little bit more challenging, and also what it's going to do is put a little bit of a pulse into your calves, which will kind of help improve circulation a little bit more. So every time that you go up, just tap your heel a little bit on the door to get that pulse in your legs. So in this position too, we can take it to even the next level and engage some muscles by doing some movements very similar to that first exercise. So just point your toes away from you, kind of like pressing into a gas pedal. Hold that for a brief second. Bring your toes back towards you. Try to do this about 10 to 15 times. You can also do that windshield wiper from side to side. And then from there, you can also do your ankle circles. But this is just a really easy way to allow gravity to do all the hard work and hopefully take a lot of pressure off of our legs. Here's a really good exercise that's going to help improve circulation throughout our legs, but also help strengthen them. Strengthening exercises are important to do daily because they will help promote overall health. This one, very easy to do. I would recommend grabbing a sturdy chair that can support your body weight, and preferably one without wheels, but you can also use something like the edge of a desk or a wall. What you want to do first is just stand right in front of that chair and just grab right on the top of it. Your legs are going to be roughly hip width apart. Starting off, we're going to do what is known as a calf raise. Pretty straightforward. Just put all your body weight onto the balls of your feet and then slowly lift your heels upward towards the ceiling as much as you can until you feel the calves really start to engage. You want to hold this one comfortably for about 5 seconds. And then what you're going to do is slowly lower your heels downward towards the floor, fighting your body weight. You'll feel the muscles engage just a little bit differently. So we're going to resist our body weight going up and also down. Do this one nice and slowly for about 10 to 15 repetitions in both directions. But if it feels like you have a little bit more energy, you can always throw in another set or two. So to make this one a little bit more challenging and take it to the next level, you can do what is known as an eccentric calf raiser. It's very similar, but what you're going to do as you go up, do a wide circle with your heels right here. So I'm kind of tilting my body a little bit towards my right. I'm going to go up, and then I'm going to tilt it towards the left as I come down. This will put the body into different positions, which will challenge those muscles a little bit differently. So give this a try for about 5 repetitions, going counterclockwise with it, and then switch it up and go clockwise with it too for another 5 repetitions. If one of these movements right here just really is helping with tightness, like let's say I'm going up towards my left right here, I would recommend stopping over that spot and throwing in as many repetitions as you you like until everything is nice and loose. It's just a really good exercise to pinpoint spots and movements that need it just a little bit more. So the next one is going to be the squat. The squat is one of the best exercises to improve balance and strength in the legs, but also improve the cardiovascular system. This will get the blood flowing pretty much throughout the whole body. So again, we're going to go right up to our chair, start by facing it. This time around, my legs are going to be roughly hip width apart. I'm going to place all of my body weight onto my heels and then slightly point my toes outward about 5 degrees. It helps take tension off the knees. From there, we're going to keep our back straight as possible during this exercise, so we don't want to round into it. And by bracing the core muscles, it will help keep our back straight. So what you want to do is tighten your core muscles. Imagine somebody kind of like poking you in your stomach, how you tighten up. Mimic that, hold it, and you also want to squeeze the glutes right here, the butt, during this exercise. From there, let's put our hands right on the top of the chair and then slowly bend our knees and then squat our butt down and away from the chair. The more that you go down, the more that you're going to feel the muscles in the legs start to activate, including the glutes right here. So challenge yourself to go down as far as you can. You want to hold this for about 3 to 5 seconds, and then you're going to drive up like this. As you come up, really focus on driving up through your legs and your butt to engage those muscles. Take a breather and then repeat this one 10 to 15 times. And with each repetition, I'd recommend trying to go down as far as you can. Afterwards, if it feels like you have a little bit more energy, you can always throw in another set or 2. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.